Every time you think of setting up your nursery, there are several things that should guide you, not just because you have a land or you're planning to plant that when you set up a nursery. There are several things that need to guide you. There are several things that you need to adhere to. There are principles that you need to look at. Because one, nursery, you can raise a nursery as a business for you. You be a seed raiser. Also, you can raise a nursery for your farm. Like in my case, I do them for my farm, not for business. Though if there is surplus, I sell. You can do it in your farm and surplus you sell. So for the newbies, those who are planning to get into nursery, this is what you usually look at. These are the things that you usually look at. You cannot ignore them. You ignore them, you fail in whatever you do. One, security. Security of your nursery. When we talk of security, there are so many things involved. Not necessarily thieves, not necessarily a place where they are terrorists. Yes, that's a factor. You cannot put up a nursery where there are terrorists and thieves. So security is one. How safe are the seedlings? The safety of your farm workers or your safety comes first, but how safe are your seedlings? Can you know some farmers, neighbors have goats, have sheep, have cattle, and you may put up your nursery next to the road path where the goats are crossing, where the sheep are crossing, where the cows are crossing. Also, monkeys. In your farm, there are so many monkeys, and the nursery that you are putting up may be destroyed by monkeys, may be destroyed by wild animals, may be destroyed by elephant, may be destroyed by everything. So these are some of the things that you need to consider as far as security is concerned. These are some of the things that you need to know so that you can have a secure place and a secure location for your nursery. With also considering the security of your farm workers. That should come first, even before you start securing your seedlings and before you start securing, making sure other securities are concerned. So the first thing is the security. The second thing you need to look at is the water source. The nursery those are babies. Like just the babies you have at home or the babies you've seen, they need to be hydrated each and every time. The nurseries are not like the main field where we can wait for a week or 2 or 3 days without watering. Nursery is a daily basis watering. Sometimes you water them in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, depending by their location. If it's too hot, you water them on occasionally to make sure they are always hydrated. So you have to make sure your nurseries are very near to the water source. Don't ignore that. You ignore that, you are done. Another thing you need to consider when setting up a nursery is the previous crop that was done there. Crops, I've always been telling you this, you cannot do a crop twice in the same location, because you bring in, they share the same disease, the same pest, and so many things. The nutrients are being consumed. So there's so many things that are involved when setting up a nursery. So the previous cropping is what you consider. Remember, these are babies. So if you want to do a tomato nursery where you did tomatoes last time, you'll end up killing the babies with the diseases and the pests that were attacking the previous cropping. So make sure when setting up a nursery, whatever crop was there is not what you are coming to do there. Do a crop rotation. That is very key, very important, because remember, the seeds at the moment, the seeds are not cheap. We are doing expensive seeds, we are doing quality seeds, we are doing the best seeds. So we need to manage them well and to take care of them well and make sure that they are productive. From the water source, from the previous cropping, another thing you need to consider is where you are going to farm or where you are going to grow your nursery. You cannot do a nursery 2 kilometers away from the main farm where you're going to plant your seedlings. You need to make sure the nursery is next to the main field where they're going to be transplanted. It's not supposed to be very far from the main field. It's supposed to be a walking distance. For example, you do onions 1 kilometer away to where they're supposed to be transplanted. Then, when during transplanting people are walking, they are tired. Before they reach the main field, they are already tired for transporting the seedlings. So make sure that it's very close, it's very near to where you are transplanting your seedlings. The next point on nurseries is the professionalism that comes in handling your nursery. Professionalism. Talking of professionalism is the skills. Do you have the skills to handle the nursery? If no, you don't have the skills, go to the propagator. There are so many people who are professional propagators. Their work is to do the nurseries, setting up the nurseries, propagating seedlings. Do with them. There is no crime with doing with the propagator. There is no crime in doing your own nurseries. If you cannot be able to attend to your nurseries, just take them to the propagator. Let them do the seedlings for you. Let them give you the best seedling for transplanting, because at the end of it, we want to transplant the best seedling, best of the best. So don't compromise on these things, and you are going to be among the best nursery propagators, or you'll have the best seedlings from a propagator, which is key to farming, or which is key to transplanting. A good beginning is a good ending. That a saying from a village. How you begin is how you end. Also, don't forget that that skills matters a lot. Your team is well equipped. You are well equipped. Pest and diseases, because of the nurseries is attacked by pest and diseases, you control them well and you do everything as required. In our next episode, I'll show you how to prepare different nurseries. I'll show you how to manage nurseries from the beginning to the end. So stay tuned and make sure this is not your last program you're watching in this YouTube channel. If it's your first time, please subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can get updates each and every time and be a good farmer. Bye.